Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how are you doing? So, in today's video, we are going to continue a little journey around the planet, taking a look at different cities, but then learning about them on Wikipedia. So let's carry that on today. And we're going to start off by looking at Rome, which you probably already know is the capital and largest city of the country of Italy. So we're going to look at this one first and then carry on with the Wikipedia article. And lastly, move off to somewhere else. We'll do a couple today, see how many I can get through. Okay, Rome is the capital city and most populated commune of Italy. It is also the administrative centre of the Lazio region and the metropolitan city of Rome. I have been once. I thought it was absolutely beautiful, particularly the Forum and the Colosseum. Is that the Fontana di Trevi? I suspect it is. Wow. So beautiful. And every photo seems to have such beautiful weather. So, well, maybe not there, I suppose. Is that all of them? Okay. Seems a shame it doesn't show you any of the Colosseum or anything. That is the smallest country in the world. That is the Vatican City as well. One of two enclaves within the country of Italy. Anyway, I could spend all day looking at the pictures. Is that the Stadio Olimpico? Yeah, it is. I'd love to go there. In case you don't know, I'm a big Roma fan. Sorry, Lazio. I have, on previous occasions, found the major sites. Thus. The National Gallery of Modern Art. Galleria Borghese. The funny thing about the Colosseum is it's basically on a roundabout. It's just cars going around it. And then I think this is the Forum over here. And the funny thing is about this place, I just stumbled upon it. It's not even giving us a little thing to click on. So weird. this city. Think of the hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of years of history involved. It's absolutely incredible. Is the Colosseum just there? Okay, let's learn a little bit about Rome. Over on Wikipedia. This is that beautiful picture to start us off with. So Rome is the capital city and most populated commune of Italy. It is also the admin centre of the Lazio region and the metropolitan city of Rome. A special commune named Roma Capitale, with a population of 2.7 million in an area of 1,287 kilometers squared, or 497 miles squared. Rome is the third most populous city in the European Union by population within city limits. The metropolitan city of Rome capital, with a population of 4.2 million, is the most populous metropolitan city in Italy. Its metropolitan area is the third most populous within Italy. Rome is located in the central western portion of the Italian peninsula, within Latium, along the shores of the Tiber Valley. Vatican City, the smallest country in the world, and headquarters of the worldwide Catholic Church, under the governance of the Holy See, is an independent country inside the city boundaries of Rome, the only existing example of a country within a city. Rome is often referred to as the City of Seven Hills, due to its geography and also the Eternal City. Rome is generally considered to be one of the cradles of Western civilization and Western Christian culture, and the centre of the Catholic Church. So that's the skyline from Sant'Angelo, the Trevi Fountain, as we discussed earlier, the Colosseum, the Barcaccia Spanish Steps. Oh yeah, they're stunning. I saw them in a James Bond movie, I think it was. St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City itself, the Castel Sant'Angelo, the Pantheon. Wow, incredible. And lastly, Victor Emmanuel II monument. It's the flag and the coat of arms. Nickname Urbs Aeterna, the Eternal City. Caput Mundi, the capital of the world, the throne of St. Peter. And there it is within Europe and within Italy. It's kind of smack bang in the centre of the peninsula, really, but to the west coast. Okay, Rome's history spans 28 centuries, while Roman mythology dates the founding of Rome at around 753 BC. The site has been inhabited for much longer, making it a major human settlement for over 3 millennia, and one of the oldest continuously occupied cities in Europe. The city's early population originated from a mix of Latins, Etruscans, and Sabines. Eventually, the city successively became the capital of the Roman Kingdom, the Roman Republic, and the Roman Empire, and is regarded by many as the first ever imperial city and metropolis. It was first called the Eternal City, in Latin Urbs Aeterna, in Italian La Città Eterna, by the Roman poet Tibullus in the 1st century BC, and the expression was also taken up by Ovid, Virgil, and Livy Rome is also called Caput Mundi, the capital of the world. La capitale del mondo. After the fall of the empire in the west, which marked the beginning of the Middle Ages, Rome slowly fell under the political control of the papacy, and in the 8th century became the capital of the Papal States, which lasted until 1870. Beginning with the Renaissance, almost all popes since Nicholas V, 1447 to 1455, pursued a coherent architectural and urban program over 400 years, aimed at making the city the artistic and cultural centre of the world. In this way, Rome first became one of the major centres of the Renaissance and then became the birthplace of both the Baroque style and Neoclassicism. Famous artists, painters, sculptors and architects made Rome the centre of their activity, creating masterpieces throughout the city. In 1871, Rome became the capital of the Kingdom of Italy, which in 1946 became the Italian Republic. It hosted the Summer Olympics in 1960. In 2019, Rome was the 14th most visited city in the world with 8.6 million tourists. The 3rd most visited city in the European Union and the most popular tourist destination in Italy. Its historic centre is listed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Rome is also the seat of several specialised agencies of the United Nations, such as the Food and Agriculture Organization, the World Food Programme, and the International Fund for Agricultural Development. According to the ancient Romans founding myth, the name Roma came from the city's founder and first king Romulus. Okay, so we're going to move on. I've got a lot to get through. So that was Rome, the capital of Italy. Let's go a little bit further south. I want to learn a little bit about Nigeria, because Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa, with Nigeria number 1, Ethiopia number 2 and Egypt number 3. So let's go to, well, we got Lagos or Abuja. Now, I always forget which one is the capital. I think Abuja is the capital, but Lagos is the largest. So Abuja is the capital city of Nigeria in the middle of the country. Let's go to the largest city then, which is Lagos. Lagos, Nigeria's largest city, sprawls inland from the Gulf of Guinea across Lagos Lagoon. Victoria Island, the financial centre of the metropolis, is known for its beach resorts, boutiques and nightlife. To the north, Lagos Island is home to the National Museum, Lagos, displaying cultural artefacts and craft works. Nearby is Freedom Park, once a colonial-era prison, and now a major venue for concerts and public events. We have looked at Lagos before together because it came up on that video I did about a year ago of the most popular cities in the world. It's in the top 25 for sure. And then I did one on Africa, I believe. The top sort of 10 most populous cities in Africa. And so I've seen at least twice. The bamboo, that's quite popular in Asia as well, bamboo scaffolding. You can have problems with it though, because it can be set on fire quite easily, opposed to European, which is usually metal. So you can see Snake Island, Lagos Island, and this wonderful delta here, Lagos Lagoon. sometimes it does this. Oh, I need to turn it off, turn it back on again. Hang on. That's better. So we can see all these different places. The massive airport there, look. Wow, look how big that airport is. And all of the houses surrounding it. Okay, let's learn a little bit about Lagos now we've had a chance to look at it. So Lagos, there we are, so that's a quick picture. Lagos in Yoruba, Eko, or Lagos City, is a large metropolitan port city in southwestern Nigeria. As of November 25, the size of the city's population has been estimated to be between 17 and 21 million residents. That's twice the size of London, and a little bit more, making Lagos the largest city in Nigeria, the most populous urban area on the African continent, and one of the fastest growing megacities in the world. Lagos was the national capital of Nigeria until the government's December 1991 decision to relocate its capital to Abuja in the centre of the country. Apart from serving as a major African financial centre, Lagos has also played a significant role in the national economy, serving as the economic hub of Lagos State and the entire country of Nigeria. The city has a significant influence on commerce, entertainment, technology, education, politics, tourism, art and fashion in Africa. Lagos is also among the top 10 of the world's fastest growing cities and urban areas. A mega city, it is the second highest GDP in Africa and houses one of the largest and busiest seaports on the continent. Due to the large urban population and port traffic volumes, Lagos is classified as a medium port megacity. So you can see the Civic Tower, the Tinubu Square, that's beautiful. Lekki Epe Expressway, National Arts Theatre, some beautiful designs there. The Lekki Oyu Link Bridge, Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge, and the Cathedral, the Church of Christ, or Christ Marina. Okay, let's learn a little bit about this city then. So Lagos emerged as a home to the Awori people, an Ijebu subgroup of the Yoruba of West Africa in the 15th century, which is contained across the present-day local government areas of Lagos Island, Eti-Osa, Amuyo, Odofin and Apapa. Before the 15th century, the Awori settled on a farmstead along the coastal line, in and around which they worked and lived. Farmstead translates to Ereko in Yoruba, from which comes the Lagos indigenous name Eko. The lands are separated by creeks fringing the southwest mouth of Lagos Lagoon, while being protected from the Atlantic Ocean by barrier islands and long sand spits such as Bar Beach, which stretch up to 100 kilometers east and west of the mouth, 62 miles. Due to rapid urbanization, the city expanded to the west of the lagoon to include areas in the present-day Lagos mainland, Ajeromi, Ifelodun, and Surulere. This led to the classification of Lagos into two main areas: the island, which was the original city of Lagos, and the mainland, which it has since expanded into. The city area was governed directly by the federal through the Lagos City Council until the creation of Lagos State in 1967, which led to the splitting of Lagos City into the present-day 7 local government areas, LGAs, and the addition of other towns which now make up 13 LGAs, from the then western region to form a state. However, in 1976 the state capital was later moved to Ikeja, and in 1991 the federal capital was moved to Abuja, even though Lagos is still widely referred to as a city. The present-day Lagos, also known as Metropolitan Lagos, and officially as Lagos Metropolitan Area, is an urban agglomeration or conurbation consisting of 16 LGAs, including Ikeja, the state capital of Lagos State. While this conurbation encompasses 37% of Lagos State's total land area, it accommodates approximately 85% of the state's total population. The population of Metropolitan Lagos is disputed. In the 2006 federal census data, the conurbation had a population of about 9 million people. However, the figure was disputed by the Lagos state government, which later released its own population data, putting the population of Lagos metropolitan area at approximately 16 million. Daily, the Lagos area is growing by some 3,000 people, or around 1.1 million annually. Oh my god. So the true population figure of the Greater Lagos area in 2022 is roughly 28 million, up from some 23.5 million in 2018. Lagos may therefore have overtaken Kinshasa as Africa's most populous city. The Lagos conurbation is part of an emerging transnational megalopolis on the coast of West Africa that includes areas in 5 sovereign states, the Abidjan-Lagos corridor. The University of Lagos is one of the first-generation universities of Nigeria. The business district of Lagos is home to Tinubu Square, named after the aristocrat and slave trader Efunroye Tinubu. Lagos contains Murtala Muhammad International Airport, named after Murtala Muhammad, one of the former Nigerian presidents. The airport is one of the busiest African airports. Lagos National Stadium has hosted various international sports events, such as the 1980 African Cup of Nations. Lagos is derived from the Portuguese word for lakes, Lagos. Lagos is typically standard in British and Nigerian English, due to the United States' much higher amount of place names originating in Spanish, which is closely related to Portuguese. Relative to Britain, speakers of American English often use the pronunciation Lagos, which is more similar to the original Portuguese pronunciation. The native Yoruba name Eko is also used by Yoruba people. Lagos was most likely named after Lagos, Portugal, as it was the main centre of Portuguese maritime expeditions down the African coast in the 15th century. Wow, I did not know that. Okay, let's move on then. So that was Lagos of Nigeria and the African continent. Let's cross the Atlantic. I want to go to Michigan. Shall we go to Detroit and learn a little bit about that city? So Detroit is the largest city in the Midwestern state of Michigan. Near downtown, the neoclassical Detroit Institute of Arts is famed for their Detroit industry murals, painted by Diego Rivera, and inspired by the city's ties to the auto industry, giving it the nickname Motor City. Detroit is also the birthplace of Motown Records, whose chart-topping history is on display at their original headquarters, Hitsville, USA. I did not know that's where Motown was from. I always assumed it was like from down south. yeah, there's a national line. It's like literally just there, Canada and the USA. It's fun. Okay, let's learn a little bit about Detroit then, shall we? So look in the view, it's the skyline. This is Windsor. Oh, this is from Windsor, Ontario. So you can actually look straight across the river and see the sights. So Detroit, or locally also Detroit, is the most populous city in the US state of Michigan. It is situated on the bank of the Detroit River, across from the Canadian city of Windsor, Ontario. It is the 26th most populous city in the United States. I thought it was higher up than that. And the largest US city on the Canada-United States border, with a population of 639,000 at the 2020 census. The Metro Detroit area, at over 4.4 million people, is the 14th largest metropolitan area in the nation and second largest in the Midwest, after Chicago's. The county seat of Wayne County, Detroit is a significant cultural centre known for its contributions to music, art, architecture and design, in addition to its historical, automotive and industrial background. So that's the Detroit skyline. The Fox Theatre, that's nice. The Renaissance Centre. The Detroit River. Comerica Park. Detroit Institute of Arts. Beautiful building. Hitsville, USA. Motown. And Belle Isle Park. That's lovely. It's the flag and the seal and the logo. Etymology was from French, I did wonder. Détroit, Strait. Nicknames the Motor City, Motown and others. Motto Speramus Meliora. Resurget Cineribus. We hope the better things. Yeah, I could understand the Speramus Meliora. It shall rise from the ashes. Resurget Cineribus. In 1701, French explorers Antoine de la Motte Cadillac and Alphonse de Tonty founded Port Pontchartrain du Détroit. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, it became an important industrial hub at the centre of the Great Lakes region. The city's population rose to be the 4th largest in the nation by 1920 with the expansion of the automotive industry in the early 20th century. One of its main features, the Detroit River, became the busiest commercial hub in the world. In the mid-20th century, Detroit entered a state of urban decay that has continued to the present as a result of industrial restructuring, the loss of jobs in the auto industry, and rapid suburbanization. Since reaching a peak of 1.85 million in the 1950 census, Detroit's population has declined by more than 65%. Wow. In 2013, Detroit became the largest US city to file for bankruptcy. My goodness. But successfully exited in 2014. In 2025, the US Census Bureau reported that Detroit's population grew for a second consecutive year and led to population growth in Michigan for the first time since the 1950s. Detroit is a port on the Detroit River, one of the four major straits that connects the Great Lakes system to the St. Ports Seaway. The city anchors the third largest regional economy in the Midwest and the 16th largest in the United States. It is also best known as the center of the US automotive industry and the big three auto manufacturers, General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis, in North America, Chrysler, are all headquartered in Metro Detroit. It houses the Detroit Metropolitan Airport, one of the most important hub airports in the United States. Detroit and the adjacent Canadian city of Windsor constitute the second busiest international crossing in North America after the San Diego-Tijuana. Detroit's culture is marked with diversity, having both local and international influences. Detroit gave rise to the music genres of Motown and techno, and also played an important role in the development of jazz, hip-hop, rock, and punk. As a result of the city's rapid growth in its boom years, Detroit has many globally unique architectural monuments and historic places. Since the 2000s, conservation efforts have managed to save many architectural pieces and achieve several large-scale revitalizations, including the restoration of several historic theatres and entertainment venues, high-rise renovations, new sports stadiums, and a riverfront revitalization project. Detroit has an increasingly popular tourist, or is an increasingly popular tourist destination, which caters to about 16 million visitors per year. In 2015, Detroit was designated a City of Design by UNESCO, the first and only US city to receive this designation. Okay, let's do one more before we finish. Get that ready. Okay, so let's whiz over to Asia. I want to look at somewhere in the south of China. So China for you is this very large country here. Usually when I do that, it clicks the border. Oh, anyway, in the past I'm sure it's highlighted in red. I wanted to look at Guangzhou. So Shenzhen is just next to Hong Kong, but Guangzhou is here. It's a very, very large city, very beautiful, and it's where they speak Cantonese more than Mandarin. Guangzhou is a sprawling port city northwest of Hong Kong on the Pearl River. The city features avant-garde architecture such as Zaha Hadid's Guangzhou Opera House, known as the Double Pebble, the carved box-shaped Guangdong Museum, and the iconic Canton TV Tower skyscraper resembling a thin hourglass, the Chun Clan Ancestral Hall, a temple complex from 1894, also houses the Guangdong Folk Arts Museum. So like many Chinese cities, it's got lots of high-rise buildings. Skyscrapers, etc. There's been a lot of investment in cities in China over the last 50 years. That looks a little bit more of the communist type from prior. Wow, that's beautiful. Very nice. The river through it does seem to dominate it, doesn't it? Okay, let's let's learn a little bit about Guangzhou before we finish for this evening. It's a nice further picture of it. That must be the canton. Is that the canton? Tower. So Guangzhou, also known as Canton, is the capital and largest city of Guangdong in southern China. Located on the Pearl River, about 120 kilometers northwest of Hong Kong and 145 kilometers north of Macau, Guangzhou has a history of over 2,200 years and was a major terminus of the Silk Road. So, I wonder if Guangzhou is the original sort of British word for it, or Canton, I can't decide. Or maybe it's in Cantonese. But in Mandarin you pronounce it Guangzhou. That's how you write it. The original one must be Cantonese, then Guangzhou. So that's the, that is the Canton Tower in front of the Pearl River. That's Pazhou. This is the Canton Fair Complex. Liurong Temple. The 5-ram structure. Impressive. And the Sacred Heart Cathedral. Yes, it looks very much like the ones, well, in Paris and Buenos Aires. Notre Dame is the word I was thinking of. Nanyue King Museum. And the Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall, excuse me. Okay. Oh, I see, it's to do with the linguistic side of things. So, Anyu Pinyin Guangzhou. In Cantonese, it's Gongzhou or Gongzhou. The port of Guangzhou serves as a transportation hub. Guangzhou is also one of China's 3 largest cities, I'm assuming after Shanghai and Beijing. For a long time it was the only Chinese port accessible to the Europeans. Guangzhou was captured by the British during the First Opium War and no longer enjoyed a monopoly after the war. Consequently, it lost trade to other ports such as Hong Kong and Shanghai, but continued to serve as a major entrepot at China. Guangzhou is at the centre of the Guangdong-Hong Kong-Macau Greater Bay Area, the most populous built-up metropolitan region in the world. The area extends into neighbouring cities such as Foshan, Dongguan, Zhongshan, Shenzhen, and parts of Jiangmen and Huizhou, as well as Zhuhai and Macau, forming an urban agglomeration of about 70 million residents. It is also part of the Pearl River Delta Economic Zone. Administratively, the city holds sub-provincial status and is one of China's 9 national central cities. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, nationals of sub-Saharan Africa who had initially settled in the Middle East and Southeast Asia moved in unprecedented numbers to Guangzhou in response to the 97-98 Asian financial crisis. The domestic migrant population from other provinces in China in Guangzhou was 40% of the city's total population in 2008. Guangzhou is one of the most expensive real estate markets in China. As of the 2020 census, the registered population of the city's expansive admin area was 18 million individuals, 47% from the previous census in 2010, of whom 16.4 million lived in 9 urban districts, all but Zhonghua and Guangzhou. Due to worldwide travel restrictions at the beginning of the COVID pandemic, Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport, the major airport of Guangzhou, briefly became the world's busiest airport by passenger traffic in 2020. Guangzhou is the 5th most populous city by urban resident population in China after Shanghai, Beijing, Shenzhen and Chongqing. In modern commerce, Guangzhou is best known for its annual Canton Fair, the oldest and largest trade fair in China. For 3 consecutive years, 2013 to 15, Forbes ranked Guangzhou as the best commercial city in mainland China. Guangzhou is highly ranked as an alpha global first-tier city, together with San Francisco and Stockholm. It is a major Asia-Pacific finance hub, ranking 21st globally in the 2020 Global Financial Centers Index. Guangzhou also has the 5th largest number of skyscrapers in the world. As an important international city, Guangzhou has hosted numerous international and national sporting events, the most notable being the 2010 Asian Games, the 2010 Asian Para Games, and the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. The city hosts 65 foreign representatives, making it the major city hosting the 3rd most foreign representatives in China, after Beijing and Shanghai. As of 2020, Guangzhou ranked 10th in the world and 5th in China after Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong and Shenzhen for the number of billionaire residents by the Hurun Global Rich List. Guangzhou is one of the nation's leading hubs for academia and academic research, ranking 6th globally, and is home to numerous double first-class universities, including Sun Yat-sen University and SCUD. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today, but if you have any suggestions for cities you'd like to know more about, then why don't you drop me a comment, and while you're there, if you enjoyed the video, then click that like button and subscribe. If this is your first time here, I've got a playlist with lots of videos like this on it, so go